In this video, we will introduce sockets within the Java programming language. A socket is an endpoint in a communications link between two processes. The endpoint consists of an IP address, which identifies a host, and a port number, which identifies a process running on that network node. One process writes a message, or a sequence of bytes, to a socket, which breaks this message into a series of packets, addressable message chunks, which are commonly known as IP datagrams, and forwards these packets to the other process's socket, which recombines them into the original message for that process's consumption. Here we have some code which is going to demonstrate this. Here we have a system.out print line which is going to log to the console a message saying starting server. The server instantiates a server socket object denoting which port number communication is to occur on. The server invokes the accept method of the server socket class. This method waits until a client connects to the server on the given port. Now we simply read in the input stream contents through a buffer reader in a loop. And that's the code for our server. Now let's take a look at our client code. Again, we log a message to the console. After the server is waiting, a client instantiates a socket object specifying the server name and port number to connect to. In this case, we'll be using localhost and we'll be using this port number. The constructor of the socket class attempts to connect to the client to the specified server and port number. If communication is established, the client now has a socket object capable of communicating with the server. After the connections are established, communication can occur using I/O streams. Each socket has both an output stream and an input stream. The client's output stream is connected to the server's input stream, and the client's input stream is connected to the server's output stream. Here we're going to be sending a message to the server. Now let's run our program. First, let's run our server. Right-click on it, run as Java application. We can see the server started. Now let's go to our client, and we can also right-click on it, run as Java application. Server message hello from client. Server message connected yes. And here we have our server message. We can see our server prints our message from our client. This concludes our discussion of sockets in Java.